shit like that Weasley guy laughs in Billy Madison. Man, I wonder whatever happened to that guy.
He was in a lot of shit for a minute.
Yeah.
God damn, sweating like balls. Okay, I think we're rolling here. I think we're going.
I should have re-iced down there, dude.
I was wondering why you didn't.
I didn't think about it.
I mean, hot Coke.
I still had some ice, but now it's gone.
Yeah.
I didn't think about how warm the Coke would be to the ice.
Yeah,
maybe
the Coke's warm.
Maybe that's what got me.
It wasn't a problem. Science is fascinating.
Wasn't a problem when I was downstairs.
Yeah, I hear you.
We need the ice machine up here.
Oh, God, that'd be amazing if I had an ice machine up here. No doubt about it.
You know, then Nurse Carol I used to work with had an ice machine on her desk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude. I didn't know they made those, but
cool.
they do.
On
yeah.
Desk?
Yeah, it's like it was almost like a little printer. Like it just made these. It had these little iron cooling rods that like were in these. They would go into the mold and freeze the water, and then just drop them. Like you would turn it on in the morning, and in a couple hours you'd have ice.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, they make them on Amazon. It's like $50.
Do you know how hard it is to put one of those in a fridge, like in a freezer?
I don't know. I don't know if they make those.
It's so fucking hard.
Oh, it is.
No, I'm telling you.
Oh, they do.
Like the traditional way of making ice in people's freezers is incredibly difficult. You have to. There's like a water tube that's got to go through the fucking freezer.
I do know that. You have to hook it up.
Oh, to have one on your desk.
Yeah, you just pour water into it.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, I love technology. It's fascinating. Oh, shit. Why'd it get so cold? It was nice and warm. Is it supposed to be cold the rest of the fucking eternity?
I don't know, dude. What'd the groundhog see?
I thought he saw a shadow, but I could be wrong.
You know, I think there's a West Virginia groundhog in the running to be the next Cadbury mascot.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to say president.
West Virginia groundhog for president.
I probably would have voted for him.
I mean, they're the best kind of groundhogs, the West Virginia groundhogs. Sounds like a team name or something.
Lord have mercy.
It's our professional team.
Yeah. What is our professional team? We just got a name for the baseball team. We're called like the Coal Cats or some shit like that. Coal.
It's better than like a stereotypical racist name or something.
Well.
Like Pirates. I mean, I'm just kidding. That's not.
Pirates?
I was just being ridiculous.
Who's that racist again?
I can just imagine people getting mad about it. How dare you? Pirates were honorable people.
Like that guy in Dodgeball.
You have offended us.
Defending your honor.
That's. I mean, I'd give him credit for that one, I guess. But he should understand we're not like, you know.
It's not. Yeah, I got it, dude. I got it. It's a GeekZip podcast. Ryan Zip Christian in the Zip Cave, hanging out and goofing off as always. And you know, weekend good.
My arm's feeling a lot better.
Arms better, good.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
I was gonna say it was like 3 fucking weeks. Your arm.
It's longer than that, dude.
Yeah.
It's like 6 weeks.
Did it just
Maybe
heal,
more.
or did you take medication?
Just had to wait.
Yeah.
Just had
I hear you.
Compressed nerve or whatever was doing it.
Yeah. Word.
Haven't started playing anything yet, though.
Yeah, I hear you. I've still been. I've been playing a lot more Arkham Knight lately. God, I love playing that game. It's just so fun.
It's good.
And
I don't think I ever finished it. I got close.
I mean, it's one of those games that's very repetitive in nature. So if you're not really into it,
typical open world.
Yeah. I mean, well, it helps if it's like, because I can see how. I mean, eventually you get tired of it because you know. There's only so much you can do in the game, but I really enjoy that game. I think that's probably top 5 best games of all time.
Yeah, I mean the whole trilogy.
Well, that fucking one that
I know, but I mean they're all worth playing.
Yes, they're absolutely all worth playing, but there was that one dud that kind of was supposed to be, I think, maybe a prequel.
Oh yeah, I don't include that in the trilogy.
You don't include that?
No, that's not in the trilogy.
You're talking about Arkham Asylum, Arkham City,
that's like a stepchild. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think
it was maybe called Origins. I don't know.
That's what Arkham Origins. You're right. Yeah, that's what it was called. That one.
No, I did not play that one.
And it wasn't so much the game; it was the story. The story was stupid. It wasn't so much the game.
That's cool.
As the story was just fucking, it didn't match what they were doing with the Arkham games.
Yeah, when I was looking up whether it was worth it to play them or not, they were like, "Yeah, just play those 3."
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I've been doing that, and I've been going back to Cross Skull and Bones a little bit too. That's fun. That gets goddamn. There's a lot of fucking mining you got to do for that shit. I mean, a lot of fucking mining. So
is that the one where you have to get wood too and chop trees?
Yeah,
down from
chop
your
trees, gather fruit, wood. You got to feed the crew. You got to find water, fresh water.
I think I watched a video where somebody kept trying to get wood, and some people were all taking it before him, and there wasn't any wood to get.
That's another thing. The grab system in the game is weird. Like you get literally, you could be like 5-6 inches from this thing, and it'll have you loot it in the water. I mean, so you got to think about it on a TV screen, 5-6 inches. So, I mean, if you've got 4 or 5 boats around you, it's fair game. And it's not like, see, I said it'd be cool if they did it like Warcraft and you had to roll the dice.
Yeah.
But, they're not that sophisticated. I did upgrade my boat. That was kind of a cool moment when I upgraded to a cutter.
I was going to say, you had like cannons to it?
Well, no, it always had cannons.
I mean, you could have add more. Super cannons.
It did. So I do have this thing. I call it Hellfire, but I think they call it Bombard, where it like shoots the gun and the fucking shit falls on top. But
do you have a?
And then apparently there were torpedoes back then.
Do you have guns that point forward and sideways?
forward and sideways. Yep.
Cool.
They have this one thing called the repair gun. And that's kind of crazy. I guess the idea is that if you're playing with a bunch of people and you get attacked, like shoot and it'll repair the ship.
Yeah, sure.
Which is kind of goofy.
Well, I mean, you gotta have the healing.
I mean, yeah, you gotta have the healer. Yeah, PvP, that's true. And they're very powerful.
I watched that Netflix documentary, The Program, about like troubled teen camps and how messed up those places are.
Was that the Camp Nightmare one?
No, this is a different one. I can't remember.
I watched the Camp Nightmare one. I
can't remember the name, the exact place they're at, but they go there.
Yeah.
It's still, like since been abandoned. All the files are still there. All the paperwork, DVDs of security camera footage and everything.
Where is it? Like Utah?
It's New York, I think. But I think it all goes back to Utah.
Yeah.
But I think it's in like upstate rural New York.
It's crazy. I never went to camp, like overnight camp.
I never went to one of those kind
of.
Well,
no. I'm saying I never went to
this is like the ones where like where people would kidnap you and take you to them and stuff, and they have the point systems where you're not allowed to talk to
merits
and stuff like that. Just craziness, terrible child abuse that made people millions.
Dude, it's a fucked up world, man.
Sure is.
Fucked up world. I watched a lot of shit this week.
I was gonna say, speaking of, we can move on to the RIP.
Talk about news.
How fucked up the world is. Messed up things.
I watched a lot of shit this week. Me and Kush, we watched Dune 2.
Yeah, you went to the
went to Cinemark and watched Dune 2.
You're a paying theater customer. You're helping the
it was
box
weird,
office,
man.
dude.
Yeah, it was weird. I probably haven't paid for a movie
in 40 years.
Yeah.
Your whole life?
Probably my whole life. Maybe at first, because my mom didn't work there at first. But,
yeah. She probably had her ways. Your dad probably was like, "What's up, man?"
They were definitely pass holders. Yeah, they were definitely fucking pass holders. But I don't know. They got
that'd be funny. Yeah.
Just let in like I have been for the last 20 years. So yeah, Dune 2 was great. Really good film. Gorgeous production design. Music was great. Acting was great.
What do you think of old Timothee?
He's good.
You like him?
I'm liking him. He's standing out a little bit for me among the fucking Wolfen and fucking all these teenage actors that look the same.
I was gonna call them the soft boys.
Yeah, the soft boys.
Soy boys, maybe. I don't know.
Soy boys. I like soft boys. That's a good one. He's rising in the ranks in the soft boys to me.
He's not so bad, huh?
I tell you, the funniest part.
What about our boy?
Bitch Tista?
Yeah.
He went out like a bitch in this movie, I'll tell you that.
God, dude. Did he get it?
Spoil anything.
I want to know if he got eaten did he get eaten by a thing?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
That would have been a good one.
Austin Butler. God damn. Speaking of soft boys, he's up there. He's damn good in that. He's crazy as fuck.
Cool.
They had the Furiosa trailer on there too. That was cool to see, and on the big screen.
Furiosa.
Really cool. But no, Dune was great. I like the first one. I know people say the first was boring or whatever. I thought it was good. I thought it was right up there with the first one. So that was good. What else did I watch? I feel like I watched a lot of shit this week. I watched the new episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
I enjoyed the first Dune too.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the new one yet.
The first episode of the 5th season of Dark Side of the Ring is available on Vice, not on Hulu yet. I don't know when it drops to Hulu, but it's on Earthquake. John Rotunda, yeah,
something like that.
Tatanta or some shit. But it was Earthquake, and everybody that is I vaguely remember Earthquake because he feuded with Hogan.
And then he got tag team with that guy.
Then he got tag team
like
with
the
Natural Disasters.
Yeah.
What was the other one's name? Earthquake and Avalanche?
Typhoon.
Oh, it was Typhoon. That's right, Typhoon. Avalanche was what he was
Hurricane.
called.
I don't know. Twister.
So, yeah, one of those things. The trailer for Twisters, which I realized I hadn't seen. This must have been a new trailer or something, because I hadn't seen it. And then they did one for that motorcycle gang movie that Hardy and Butler's going to be in here.
I'm trying to get my code out of the shot.
I mean, it's all right, you know.
Cut that. Digitally alter that. Oh, see, I had the Marshall up here and it messed up.
Yeah, now it's just tan.
Now you can edit it and put whatever you want there. We can put Wes in and just AI Wes talking.
That might work to AI him in there.
And I watched the Silicon Valley second half, and they do some AI stuff in that.
Yeah? Like what?
They make an AI, and Guilfoyle and Dinesh make AIs of each other.
Jesus. I'm just sitting here imagining. Have I told you how much I hate this boom stand? Have I ever mentioned that to you?
You need to take a boomstick to it.
I'm about to. This whole goddamn table.
Did I tell you about the scream sticks they had in The Walking Dead in the second episode?
Did you say scream sticks?
Yeah, I think they're called scream sticks.
What does that mean?
It's like a freaking missile that screams as it goes through the air. It whistles.
Oh, to like get attention?
Yeah, I guess, and blow the zombies
Draw
up.
attention? It's kind of neat.
Oh, yeah, they shoot a helicopter down with it.
A helicopter down with it?
Yeah.
God.
After they miss like a few times, but they got to get it. Then they fight people with it. There's a little person who uses it too. He's quite good with it.
Nice.
He's the one that makes them too.
Yeah.
And then he gets killed. It sucks.
That does suck.
Yeah. Well, you know how The Walking Dead is. Here's some cool people to like. Dead. Oh, and some of them died because the helicopters dropped chlorine gas on them.
Chlorine gas?
Yeah. Burns out the lungs and the throats.
Huh.
Michonne and the little guy actually survived it and got better after, I guess, maybe weeks, months. They found oxygen tanks.
How long has this show been on?
It's on the third episode. It comes out today. Or it
God
came
damn.
out Sunday.
Oh, man. Woo.
I haven't watched it yet.
What else? I watched Wrath of Khan. I watched a lot of Star Trek this week. I watched all the fucking JJ Star Treks.
JJ.
And then watched, of course, Wrath of Khan is my favorite. I got a couple of the Wrath of Khan action figures up there the last week, too.
Nice.
So, yeah, I watched that, and I think that's it, really. I mean,
I watched that Demeter one a while back. I don't know if it's this week or what, but yeah.
Last Voyage of the Demeter. That was good. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was fun.
I really was. It surpassed my expectations, is what it did. I was like, oh wow.
It's funny though. I was watching and I was like, "Where's the girl?" I thought there was a girl on this ship, and then it's like, "Oh, there she is."
She's right there. You know, and I feel like I wish.
I watched AK watched this Argentinian horror film.
Yes, you were telling me this. Yes.
When Evil Lurks.
When Evil Lurks, and we think it's on Shudder.
Yeah, it's
right?
definitely on Shudder.
It's definitely on Shudder. Okay.
But it was.
Is it a Shudder exclusive?
Maybe, I don't know. But it won like 4 awards on the Dead Meat Horror Awards this year. It won every category it was nominated in.
Dude, it had a major write-up in Fangoria.
It was. I enjoyed it. AK said it was too weird. I don't know if he meant too weird for him, but he said it was weird.
He's young. It's all right. He'll figure it out.
But it's definitely weird.
I want to go back to Last Voyage of the Demeter because I think that, because everybody is wondering, the next direction to go in Hollywood, if you will.
I enjoyed the immolation scenes in that one.
Yeah, they were fucking intense.
The daylight immolations.
His son, man, that was that was rough to watch. The idea that you take this little piece of this bigger story and expand it, I always love that. Like the Last Voyage of the Demeter in Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's a chapter.
Yeah.
Barely.
It's kind of like the people that take like short stories by Stephen King or something.
Right, and expand it. Like, if you think about it, some of the greatest films of all time have been adapted from short stories. Shawshank Redemption, right? That was adapted from a short story from Stephen King.
Yeah.
So again, I just I hope that we see more of that shit, like them taking things that maybe you didn't really think of. Because when you think of the scope of Dracula, his voyage from Transylvania to London isn't that long, right? But I mean, to expand on it like that with the crew and I love the special effects. I really like that when I bought it. It's really good. Watch it.
I wonder why he didn't just fly there. Maybe
I don't think he could fly yet. I think it's the idea he had to regenerate. Like
he could have ate all those people in town.
I think that's what happened. That's how they explained it anyway.
No, I mean, I'm saying he could have ate all the people in town before getting on the boat. So
they were already dead.
Not everybody in town.
That's what the girl said. That's why he was going to London, because he killed everybody in the
working
town.
On the dock. Everybody working on the dock right there. You know what I'm saying. I'm not talking about
everybody working on the dock.
I'm not talking about her little village, wherever those people came from and brought that dirt. I
ain't touching that crate with that dragon on it.
Yeah, I'm talking about those people in town on the boat. There was enough people there to eat and get regenerated.
Maybe.
I think he must not be able to fly fast enough to make it there.
Well, couldn't you get up high and then glide?
Well, it meant the sun would come up.
Oh.
Unless you stop and hide.
That's a good point. It would be several days before.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd have to fly straight across the water and not have a place to hide.
Yeah. It's good thoughts, dude. I like that. I like when you expand your mind.
I think about things sometimes.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Let's get into the show. We do have some RIPs this week, and they did sting. The Japanese author who created the incredible, successful anime franchise. Yeah, excuse me, author and artist. AKIRA, I know you said that's not his name. AKIRA Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, has died at age 68.
From a brain aneurysm, and he's in the middle of working on stuff, too. He's got unfinished projects.
Yeah, this happened on March the 1st.
It's tragic.
It's super tragic. And again, you can't really explain the impact of anime stateside.
And how popularizing Dragon Ball was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Polarized.
Dragon Ball Z. No, popularized. It popularized anime.
Okay, but it was also polarized.
It can still be polarizing. I guess.
But it kind of it created the demand in the States for anime content. In my opinion, I never seen. I mean, there was a big explosion of anime after Dragon Ball. You got Cowboy Bebop, and you got what's the one with the Boondocks and
the African American community? A lot of them like Dragon Ball.
Sure. It's an amazing story. It's one that
it's a notable amount. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, sure. Well, because I think Toriyama understood what really got audiences with these stories, and that was not just the action sequences, which are incredible, but it was also the stories of the characters,
the heart and the underdog.
Yes, exactly. The idea. Goku, the ultimate underdog, the guy that everyone tells him, and everyone tells the viewers that he's not going to win the next fight. They spend years telling him this. You're not going to win. I don't know why you're training this hard. You're not going to win. And he wins.
I'm 100 times stronger than you.
Yeah, and he wins. And he ends up winning.
And he's usually humble about it.
And it's just another day at the office for him. It's like and his love for life. And I feel like there was a lot of Toriyama in Goku. just in watching some YouTube clips of people that knew him.
They've used a lot of his like art style, the character drawings and stuff in video games too.
Sure.
Dragon Quest has a lot of them.
Dude, I know he had a big part of that Kakarot game that came out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, he had input in like the actual combat and the interactions and all that, and that was an incredible game. But anyway, all our best. God knows how many fans this guy has, and how much of his stuff touched people around the world. This ain't some stateside country music singer.
The YouTube channel What Culture came out with a top 10 Dragon Ball moments.
Really? What was one?
I don't know if I made it there. We were watching it on the way home and made it home.
Oh yeah.
Trunks killing Frieza was number 6.
That was fucking huge, dude. I seeing some of that shit happen like in live real time was crazy. Like of course, you know, we all came in on the Frieza saga, or at least I did. I can speak for that. And then I went back and I watched the Namek saga and all that shit. But like, I was blown away. I was like, this is like, how did I not know about this? You know, kind of thing. So anyway, Akira Toriyama,
we salute you.
Thank you so much, my friend. Hopefully, the franchise, the worlds will continue. I hope they do.
Sure.
And all our best to your many millions of fans.
There's a lot of cool memes of like Goku and all the Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Crying
more
shit.
Than him,
yeah, God damn it! It's hard to see. Another one that hit hard was
one of our favorites.
Yeah, Mark Dodson, who was the voice actor behind the Star Wars
favorites.
Return of the Jedi.
That's what I mean, the Star Wars favorite.
Yeah. And also was a voice actor in Gremlins.
Yeah. A few other things, too. Lots of other stuff, too. That, I mean,
Sure, well, he had a massive
yeah, like
career.
His IMDb is pretty big.
And he was most notably
he did a
known...
few video games, too.
Yeah. I mean, he was a voice actor, so he did everything.
Sure.
I didn't mean for that to sound so shitty.
No, I was just laughing because it's like...
Of course, the biggest role that he's probably known for is the voice of Salacious Crumb. Is that Salacious? Salacious Crumb in Return of the Jedi. That's the little fucking gremlin-y looking thing that hangs out with Jabba.
Oh, no, it's a I can't think of the first...
Oh, you know the name of the race?
It's some kind of monkey lizard. It's like a Kowakian monkey lizard.
Kowakian monkey lizard.
I'm not sure about the first part, but I'm close, I think.
Nice.
Are you going to do it, the voice?
What? I can't. Good. It's hard. He gets up there. He gets high pitched. It's really hard.
And the Gremlin's voice sounded like that, too. With the one with the crazy eyes made that kind of same noise.
Well, then I thought he did the...
he did a few different voices.
He did different Gremlins, yeah. Right? Okay,
but I'm just saying that voice for that particular Gremlin sounded like the same voice for the Salacious Crumb.
Says here, over 50 credits to his name, including video games, TV, movies.
Ewoks, The Battle for Endor. That's the one I know.
That's crazy. Darkwing Duck, Star Trek Online, Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga. I assume he's doing Salacious Crumb.
I hope so.
Anyway, he it was very sad because he actually passed away while he was doing a con.
Yeah, that's tough.
He passed away at the Evansville, not at the con.
Had a heart attack in his sleep at the hotel.
Yeah, Evansville Horror Con in Indiana. So obviously a guy who loved to get out there and meet the fans. Again, to all his family, all his fans, Mark Dodson, thank you so much for all the awesome memories. All right.
I didn't realize that Howie Mandel did the voice for Gizmo.
I didn't realize that either.
I was watching a video of him on TV talking about it.
Is he credited with that?
I don't know, but he's on a late show talking about it, and he says, it's the same voice I used in Bobby's World and in Muppet Babies. Like,
yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
I was like, holy cow.
That's fucking crazy. I was this years old, like that meme always says.
Dude, that's funny. I mean, voice actors are amazing.
Dude, that's why I always anytime something happens with voice actors, whether they die or get new roles or anything like that, I try to report on it because they're just as part of geek culture as anything else.
Yeah, it's crazy when you're like, well, you did that too?
That's nuts. Crazy. All right, let's get into the news. We have a lot to talk about in the world of wrestling. We are on the road to WrestleMania.
We had a good AEW pay-per-view.
Whatever. Who cares?
I watched it. I bought it. I had to see Sting's last match.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe I should have come and watched.
My dad bought it.
Truth be told. All right. We'll talk about we will talk about AEW, but let's talk about SmackDown first of all, because of course this thing with The Rock.
The road to WrestleMania.
The road
rumbles
to
on.
WrestleMania with The Rock. You like that? The Rhodes.
They should have brought back that Road Block pay-per-view, dude. Rhodes Block.
I miss Over the Edge. That was one of my favorite ones because they had the big hooks, that would swing like that.
I hate the Fastlane one because it would make that stupid. Yeah, exactly. I'm so glad you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. I hate it in anything. I hate it in video games. They do it, too. That's not what a car sounds like.
It's so loud, and you don't do it so many times. I was trying to sleep watching that WCW the other day and just kept ringing the bell when one of the matches got out of hand. Ding, 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 ding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ding, 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 ding. I was like, it's so funny. They need to bring that back.
Oh, no, they don't. Oh, I tell you, speaking of bells and dinging, we're continuing to watch Breaking Bad, and the old man character in the wheelchair that uses the bell to talk.
I never made it that far.
Okay. It's that Margulies guy that we did an RIP for that was in like Scarface and like Ace Ventura. But he's like in a wheelchair and he's got this bell that he fucking ding, ding, ding when he's that's how he like talks. His sons or whoever.
It means something?
What they do is they get a Ouija board. And then they take their finger and they run it along each letter. And when they get to the letter, he goes, ding, ding, ding.
It's like
ding.
Stranger Things with the lights.
Yes, but it's the most annoying bell I've ever heard in my life. It's cringeworthy.
He needs to have can he get multiple bells? One for yes and one
ding,
for no?
Ding, 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 ding. Like just start doing a fucking song.
Oh, and you just flip him off, dude. You'd be like, gosh.
Oh, shit.
Should have let you die. Whatever happened to cause you to not be able to talk.
Anyway, I like the opening of SmackDown because it was the Randy Orton and Logan Paul shit, which I love. I love that.
I just saw the promo for this. I forgot to turn on SmackDown.
That's fine. I didn't watch any of SmackDown except for the beginning and the end. And in the beginning, it was Randy Orton. In the end, it was this big feud going on with The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody and Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is scheduled to compete for
both nights.
Yes, both nights, night 1 and 2. Night 1.
Is that what you were saying? He was scheduled to compete for?
Well, I was saying he is scheduled to compete for the WWE Universal title on night 2 versus Roman Reigns.
I don't know if you're going to say like something sooner that I didn't know about.
No, not that I know.
So on Raw.
Dumb.
Well, he might be. I don't know. I mean, of course, this would already be passed.
None of these guys should be wrestling before Mania.
All right. Build it up.
Exactly. So anyway, here's what's going on, and we're going to go back in time a little bit. Last year, Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble, went on to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and lost. This did not sit well with fans, myself included.
Well, because Roman's been champion since, 4 years?
Well, I think, and I think, I honestly believe that at one point they wanted him to break Bruno's record. At one point, that was the plan. To just go, but I mean that would be like 7 years. I mean, when you think about it, right? Because I mean, he's only at half of what Bruno's record is, right? I think.
Sure. I don't know.
And you realize you just can't do that with the title. That's why they came out with the other title. because you just can't hold it that long. Not these days. There's just too many superstars out there. So anyway, fast forward to this year's Royal Rumble, and people still wanted to see that happen. They wanted to see Rhodes take Roman and defeat him for the Universal title. And I did too, honestly. And Cody wins the Rumble. Well, then something unexpected happens. Couple things, actually. The first is the Vince McMahon scandal, which you all have heard us talking about. CM Punk gets hurt, who was supposed to be, a main event at WrestleMania. Along with the Vince McMahon scandal, Brock Lesnar is attached to that. He is now scrapped. So you're left pretty much with Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. And the rest of your card has pretty much been decimated by either scandal or injury.
And WrestleMania is your biggest show, and this one is the biggest one ever.
And yeah, it's the 40th it's an anniversary show.
And the company's, this is their first one with the
merger.
With the
TKO group. So that was the first series of unexpected events that happened. The second series of unexpected events is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Rock. He comes in and buys majority shares of the TKO group company, which nobody really saw coming but should have, given his box office history. So this created a really interesting conundrum, because everyone wanted to see The Rock versus Roman. I did. But I didn't want to see it in substitution of Rhodes versus Reigns. Right? Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so.
So
I kind of got distracted.
Yeah, what do you do? Here's what they've done. So Seth Rollins is the WWE heavyweight champion. No, world heavyweight champion. He has no opponent, right? Who's facing him at Mania? We don't know. Oh, McIntyre, because he won the chamber.
Drew.
And that, I feel like that was kind of a last minute thing. Because I was just talking a couple months ago how much I was saying, like, what the hell happened to Drew McIntyre? He was in the fucking title picture, then all of a sudden, nothing. Carrying a fucking sword around. So anyway, this history lesson is because, you kind of got to have a little bit of history to understand SmackDown and why it was so important.
I just hope I don't have to hear it every week.
You won't.
Putting me to sleep over here.
Dude, this is the art of the podcast. You have to explain to people that may not know.
We did it last week.
New developments.
I know, but they don't need a refresher.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm just saying they won't.
Why didn't you just stop me? Why didn't you just stop me?
Because I didn't know where you were going to go with it.
All right. So SmackDown on Friday night. It's The Rock and Roman Reigns in the ring, and they didn't get very far. Why don't you tell
us who The Rock is and give us a history lesson of the Attitude Era? Oh, now I'm just being an asshole.
I was going to start going. So back in 1998. For
those of you who don't know who The Rock is.
Back in Montreal in 1990.
Wait, let's go to the Bloodline family. Who is the High Chief
Peter Maivia.
There we go.
Fuck you. Sometimes I get into it. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So they got about as far as Roman Reigns being acknowledged by the arena and Cody Rhodes' music hits. And Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins come through the crowd
to accept the challenge. And apparently there's
you're fast forwarding.
Isn't that? I don't know what happened. I don't remember. I know Cody slapped him.
Cody slaps The Rock. That's the big news.
I don't remember. He said something really hateful, though. He deserved that slap, but I don't remember what he said exactly. But I know it was like, oh.
He said something about his. He was a mistake.
Oh yeah, because he's
20 years apart from Dustin.
Yeah,
right. which was fucked up.
That was a slap. That's a slap.
He got the shit slapped out of him. And I did. There is footage of but he just walked out of the ring.
Yeah, that's where it ended. People were kind of mad about that.
Yeah, that's true. Because they thought there's no way The Rock's just going to stand.
But that's how it used to be.
I'm saying it's becoming something. And I was explaining this to Kush because she watched it and she's like, you know what? I'm into this. And I said, this is what the Attitude Era used to be like. They're doing it right. And it's really exciting, and I'm really excited for Mania. But anyway, that's what went down on SmackDown.
Oh, but they added that stipulation now that
on
the
stipulation
second night.
So, on the first night, it will be a tag team match of The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. If Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win the tag match, the Bloodline, including The Rock, is barred from ringside during Cody's championship match against Roman. If The Rock and Reigns win on night one, it's Bloodline rules, and Cody can never again compete.
That's if he loses. Oh, I guess you're right, yeah.
If
both times?
Both times, right? I think, right? Or maybe it's if he loses against him on night two. I'm not sure. I have to clarify.
You could be right. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I thought it was like a combo deal.
Yeah, it might be.
So anyway, that was the stipulation, and they accepted. Rollins interrupted The Rock.
It was just part of it, like, oh, if I beat that, then I can still keep. It's okay for me to lose. If I win night one, it'll be okay for me to lose on night two.
I mean, that's kind of where I was.
Unless they're just doing it so he can lose on night two.
I gotta say, I see Rhodes and Rollins losing on night one.
That makes the most sense,
right? I mean, because you got to have some adversity in that match on night two, because there is no stipulation that Rhodes can't have people come to ringside, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't talked about or discussed, that he can't have anybody come in his corner. So you've already got Rollins. There was somebody else that came to his...
I forget who else.
God damn. But you know what I'm talking about. Somebody else came to him and said...
Maybe KO or somebody? I don't know.
Somebody like that. Yeah, somebody from the past that been fucked by the bloodline.
Sami Zayn, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, Zayn, yeah. There you go. History with the bloodline. So this could turn into like a fucking some kind of weird lumberjack match where you got like 4 or 5 people in each person's corner, which I'm sure is what they're going for. Now let's not forget, Rollins has his own match, and these other people have their own matches on night two. So I don't know how this is going to play out. It's going to be very interesting.
They're just going to make it 3 nights.
Yeah. Monday night is just now part of it. Monday Night Rawmania, Rhoestlemania.
You know, the AEW show we're going to is the one after WrestleMania.
It is, isn't it? I didn't realize that.
So
yeah.
Hopefully they're,
We're going to discuss this in the events, but AEW coming to Charleston, and Christian bought me a ticket.
April 10th, I believe it is.
My birthday's the 6th.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to have to go watch... But I've been told that I will be allowed to hate on the show the whole time, and that is the reason I think I'm going to.
You can boo all you want, dude.
Because I'm very vocal at wrestling shows about how shitty they are.
You can call people penis heads if you want.
Just a penis head.
Just think of the worst, craziest insults to you.
There's a lot of them.
The things that don't make sense, and you're like, we look at each other and go, "What?"
Yeah, for sure.
Did that guy just say that?
Yeah, I don't get it. There was also a rumor about a possible return of Rikishi.
Yeah, dude. He did it for The Rock.
The Rock.
So he's going to do it again for The Rock, you know.
Is he going to run over Cody Rhodes? Like he did Stone Cold?
Just going to stink face him, dude.
People don't run people down like they did back in the day. It's sad. Again, it would be interesting in that Bloodline story, but not in this story. It wouldn't make any sense in this one.
No, yeah, maybe
because it's not like Dusty can come back.
Do this next year.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, next year.
This will be next Mania, Rikishi.
Yeah, Rikishi's now head of the table,
and then Roman can keep the belt for another year.
So anyway, again, it's nuts with everything leading up to WrestleMania. In addition to everything, speaking of leading up to WrestleMania, the Hall of Fame season is upon us, and we have some inductees that have been announced. Among them is Mr. Paul Heyman, the old wise man, the advocate.
Paul E. Dangerously.
ECW. Yeah.
Mastermind.
ECW creator, New Yorker.
Mouthpiece of Brock Lesnar. Remember those days?
Sure. I remember Paul E. Dangerously with Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah.
They had a stable, didn't they? Yeah, there it is. Arn and Rick Rude and Steve Austin. In WCW, they had a stable.
It says the Dangerous Alliance.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it says.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, definitely. Paul, I feel like he was always going to be a Hall of Famer.
Do you have the other people on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I have them on here, but I have them on my rundown. It's Paul Heyman, Bull Nakano, and Mike Rotunda.
I knew it was a Rotunda.
Mike Rotunda, who is the
IRS?
father of...
Yeah. Or the father of IRS? Or is
Father
that
Bray Wyatt.
Okay, so it is IRS.
It is IRS, yeah.
Okay.
But I think he's going in as the tag team.
Gotcha.
The U.S. Express or some shit.
Maybe IRS is already in there.
Maybe. I don't know. So anyway, Bull Nakano, I've never heard of as a female wrestler.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Okay, I think I remember.
Yeah, I
seeing
don't.
a few matches. She was like a tough Asian or something.
Yeah, kind of like an Asuka character. But Paul Heyman was the big name. And now they're talking about who's going to induct him. It's pretty funny. Ryback had some hate that he threw. Did you read this?
Yeah, it was funny because at first I got really confused, and I thought it was somebody. I thought I didn't see the first part and realized it was his quote. I thought it said Ryback, aka Oswald Cobblepot, and I was like, "What? Ryback goes by Oswald Cobblepot?" And I was like, "Oh no, that's
the
what
Penguin.
That's what Ryback called."
Yeah, yeah.
But I was like, "That's his real name."
Well,
Ryback's real name is the same as the Penguins. I thought that for at least 30 seconds, dude.
Oh shit! Paul Heyman. Here's the quote from Ryback on Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame introduction. It's pretty funny. Paul Heyman, a.k.a. Oswald Cobblepot. Paul Heyman, a.k.a. Oswald Cobblepot, is being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Paul has made a great career for himself being a lazy, lying, cheating, shortcut-taking, just manipulative, horrible human being, and he is actually great fit for the Hall of Fame.
See, I thought it said, Ryback, a.k.a. Oswald Cobblepot, has this to say about Paul Heyman. That was my brain was thinking too quick.
If Ryback was the Penguin, I think Batman might have a little bit more trouble with him.
I just thought that was his real name, dude. Like somebody had.
You thought that was Ryback's real name
for a little bit. I was like,
dude,
really?
Ryback, get over it, brother. Put your guns down. It's over. You're done. You're not going to get any shine off shitting on Paul Heyman.
I was like, if your name is Oswald Cobblepot, why would you go by Ryback? That doesn't make any sense.
You should go by Oswald Cobblepot. Did you see this story?
Yeah, I've heard about it. I think it was on the Reddit politics too, because Trump endorsed the guy.
Well, there's a shocker for you. The former WWE Tough Enough contestant has been charged with murder. Wait.
Dude, it says he was 6'7".
That's
big
fucking
dude.
big. Daniel Rodemeyer. And I had to look at pictures of this guy, and I still didn't recognize him. Is he a congressman now?
It might have been a state.
Something like that, yeah. Las Vegas issued an arrest warrant for murder of a gentleman in 2023, thought to be an accident. Now the death ruled a homicide as a result of blunt force trauma to the head. Jesus. Crazy.
It's dangerous.
He did work in the WWE for a minute. Didn't get far. And then eventually was released in 2007 and went into politics from there. Just nuts.
I wonder if Vince ever murdered anyone.
I wouldn't put it past him at this point. I'll tell you what. All right, let's move over to AEW news real quick. Sammy Guevara.
Wow. I didn't think about him like killing women, getting rid of their bodies.
I was going to say.
Oh wow, that's rough.
Careful. I don't. Is this a work?
What is this story now? Oh, yeah. Well, you showed the.
Is this
video.
a work?
It makes sense to me, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, it looked bad.
Well, but I mean, I didn't know if he was really suspended.
Well, I mean, he hadn't been on air.
Well, but I'm saying, is the suspension a work, you motherfucker? Well, you know what I'm saying?
I think you'd put him on air. He's a good guy. I like watching Sammy.
Sammy Guevara is suspended from AEW following a situation in a match versus Jeff Hardy a couple weeks ago. It was a no DQ match for the AEW Rampage episode. He took a knee to the head on a shooting star press that Sammy botched.
Maybe it is BS. How often do you hear about people getting suspended for botches?
Hardy suffered a broken nose, and Guevara was suspended because he did not follow concussion protocol. And they were told that should not have happened.
Was he supposed to stop?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It sounded like a work.
The concussion protocol is we have to stop the match. You're not allowed to hit your
But then you see that they had to change their booking plans. I mean, is that a work? I don't know. Well, this sounds like a work.
If one is, the other one has to be. But
right.
If one's true, the other one has to be.
Boy, aren't you a fucking poet?
Oh, did you hear that? Get that on mic?
I'll make sure I do.
My brother Jesse had the worst ones I smelled in a while yesterday, dude.
In the drive?
At the very end, luckily. It was not in the car. No, it would have killed me in the car. It was rotten eggs, dude. Sulfur. It's demonic.
Demonic. Oh shit! All right, here's the story where you thought we were getting sued.
Well, it looked like a legal doc. You
It is a legal doc.
You just posted a big legal document. Well, that's it, guys.
It was so funny. It's like GeekZip has a new comment, and I look at it as Christian going, "Are we getting sued?" Vince McMahon, the fucking guy who just is fucked beyond all imagination, sold 5.3 million shares of stock in TKO last week.
Gosh, dude, imagine an HBO series on Vince McMahon.
Dude, that's what somebody told me Dark Side of the Ring. I said, you'd have to do a season.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Was that us talking about it?
Oh, okay. That was me.
Okay.
I was there.
The value, $412 million. This was roughly 9% of all the TKO stock available. You feel like he's getting ready to pay some money or already has paid. This is going to be an interesting situation, this whole thing, because he is fucking wealthy as fuck. He still has shares. He hadn't even sold them all.
Yeah, I mean.
So it's like, it really makes you wonder, and I know you have really brought this to light, Christian, is money going to get him out of this?
Just look how many zeros there are in those numbers.
I mean, it's like this one down. You talking about this one down here?
Sure.
Or any of them for that matter.
I can't tell. My vision is terrible, but it looks like that's a really big number.
So he sold 5.3 million. He still has 82.3 million shares left. So it's not like he sold all his shares.
It's funny. There's a part in Silicon Valley, where like at the beginning of the whole series, they offer Richard $10 million. And by the end of it, a guy from Chile has blood money and slave money and offers him $1 billion. $1
billion?
Yeah, dude. And they're like, because at first they're like, he's offering us 20 million or 50 million. They thought it was going to be 50 million. And they're like, we can't take it. There was a good reason not to take this guy's money. But then they're like, $1 billion. The one girl's like, she starts smoking 2 cigarettes at the same time. Because, I mean, that's crazy. Money is crazy.
Yeah. Straight up. All right.
I mean, $1 billion is crazy. Not the idea.
$1 billion.
Not the idea of money as being crazy.
$1 billion.
That someone could just have $1 billion.
I mean, that's insane to me. You know. Well, TKO COO Mark Shapiro was asked about Vince possibly returning to the company. I don't know why someone thought that was a possibility.
Dude, Vince is all elite now.
Apparently. I love that meme of that guy throwing the body into the chasm.
Whoa. I've never seen that one before.
I don't know what the hell he's doing, but here's the quote from Mark Shapiro.
Did you ever see the one with the guy throwing a raccoon down a stairwell? That's a funny.
No, God.
Funny joke.
Oh, because he got into the building and he was trying to get him out?
Yeah, I think it was attacking his dog or something.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Here's the quote from Mark Shapiro.
It's not like it was a guy that just hated raccoons, dude. Yeah, good reason.
He'd go out and find him.
Good reason to
find him in the night and bring him home and just throw him down the stairs. Fucking thanks.
That's how much I hate it. I set traps for him. Got you now.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Mark Shapiro. Here's the quote. Let me say the fucking quote.
I'm going to set a bad short word for raccoon. I'm glad that yeah.
I'm glad you didn't either. Vince doesn't work for the company. He doesn't work at the company, and he's not coming back to the company. Period.
I mean, it clearly would have been okay in context, but that word could have been taken out of context. Easily.
Oh, yes. The word you were going to say, yes. I keep forgetting you're talking about different shit than what we're talking about on the show.
No, I'm just saying.
Ridiculous.
Clarifying things. Context is important.
That's
and
true.
Nuance is important, and it is lost today.
I do not disagree with you. You're right.
But we'll save that for another day.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Let's get back to the important stuff. Oh,
good news.
Not this guy. Good news?
For Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of light at the end of the tunnel here as he's added back to the official WWE roster page.
Is Benoit on there?
Man, you are walking the line today, Christian.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, I don't think Benoit's going to be
Well,
on
I guess, yeah, you're right.
So it's a little different situation, you know.
So I didn't think about like the not being alive as being part of it.
Well, that
and not being an active wrestler.
Yeah, man.
He's not on the active roster.
It's been a minute. Oh man!
Did they have that other guy on the roster, Rodimer?
What?
That one guy that got charged with murder.
Oh,
he's like, no, Christian, he's not an active WWE wrestler.
No, he's not on there. Dom got married in
congratulations
somewhere.
to Mr. Mysterio.
Yeah, Dominic Mysterio got married. There was a video of,
and he got booed all the way down the aisle.
He got booed.
I'm just kidding.
At his own way. No, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, they booed him.
They're supposed to boo him. That doesn't sound like booing.
But see, my problem is it's not Rhea Ripley.
You know, wrestling's not real, right?
It's real to me, damn it! Oh,
it's like we were talking about
Dom.
last week, the fake families, the Andersons and stuff. It's like nowadays we got real families, and we don't give them enough credit.
Good shit.
People used to just lie about that.
All
Kane
right.
and Undertaker.
Yeah, exactly. Liars.
We believe.
We believed in you and you lied to us.
Why would you do that?
So Friday the 13th franchise is in the hands of Blumhouse and Jason
Not quite.
Blum. No?
I don't think so. I don't think he says it's under him yet, but they would like to get it.
Okay.
And if they do, they'll do. Because Wann and them want to do
Wann. Yes, he's wanting Jason Wann to helm.
Jason Blum is wanting James Wann. You said Jason Wann.
James Wann. I'm sorry, I'm getting like a million texts right now.
Jason Wann.
Sam, Brooklyn, everybody.
Well, we're doing it late on a Sunday. It's a different day.
I know.
They don't know what's going on.
I have other things going on. You're right. I know. I have to.
You talk too much about the history between The Rock and everybody.
You're such a fucker. All right. It would be amazing to see a James Wann Friday the 13th. Let's face it. I mean, James Wann is a great horror director. He doesn't have a lot of slasher experience, so I don't know how much that'll come into play with if he were to do it. But it's an interesting thought.
Some of the horrible scenes in that horror movie I watched, When Evil Lurks, this dog killed a little girl, or the family dog killed a little girl, and this one girl, the Jason picture made me think of this. He's holding an axe. This girl axes herself in the face and dies. A few times, a few good whacks.
God.
Yeah. Hadn't seen that before.
Making me not want to watch this.
Hadn't seen those scenes before, dude. I was like, this is rough.
All right. What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
For the release of Rebel Moon, director Zack Snyder has revealed a surprising new update. There will actually be 2 director's cuts. God damn.
Well, obviously, I mean, there's 2 parts. Do you think he's only going to do a director's cut for one part? The second part of Rebel Moon hadn't come out yet. Or maybe it has. I don't know.
I'm confused. I don't know.
Rebel Moon got released initially in 2 parts.
Right. But, so the director's cuts, I thought the director's cut for the first one already came out.
I don't think it's out yet.
Okay.
That's why he says the director's cuts for both films. He says they might come out on the same day.
And they're looking at summer. And they will both be an hour longer and rated R. Again, we've had this discussion. Why not just do that in the fucking beginning?
Dude, he was on. This is what I was going to say. Yeah.
Talking about
how he's known for the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Why are you known for just doing big director's cuts?
Because in some kind of weird way he's like down with it. He's okay with director's cuts.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are too, but it's like we don't like.
Well, but I mean,
why? Why do we need?
Yeah,
just let it out.
Yeah, exactly. Why wait? And again, it just makes him come off as money grubbing to me.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But I mean, sometimes there are people. It's like the Lord of the Rings extended editions and stuff.
Sure.
I don't know if that would have been as successful in the theaters, but there are a lot of people that wanted to see that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And paid to see that.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes it's kind of acceptable,
Right.
When your movie's already hours long.
Jesus. Yeah, no shit. Tim Blake Nelson. We all know who he is. He's a famous actor. He's
big
been in a
Tim
lot
Blake
of movies.
Nelson. No, he's not too big.
He's not big at all. He's small.
Small. Never mind. I'm getting
decades after his on-screen debut as the leader in The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. Was it Eric Bana in that one? Or
no, that was the one with
Edward
Norton.
Edward
Jr. Are we saying his name right? Edward Norton. Yeah, that's right.
How do you say that wrong?
I don't know. I thought maybe I was saying the wrong name. I don't know. It's Sunday. Sunday and time change are fucking me all up.
I forgot about the time change.
Yeah, time change fucking me all up.
Yeah.
He played Samuel Stearns in the Incredible Hulk film, who was this professor that was working with Bruce to try to find a cure. At the end of the film, he's attacked by Abomination, and some of Bruce's mutated blood falls into his ear, mutating his head, making him become the leader. You can Google what the leader looks like on the internet to see what he looks like.
I should have named him Gamma Brain.
He's got a big-ass head.
Gamma Head.
Nelson confirmed that the leader will definitely factor into the new Captain America film, the new one coming up, which is, I think, Brave New World.
It'd been funny if you'd have called Glenn leader.
Nobody got it. Nobody would have got it.
I know, but it still would have been funny. Because he wouldn't get it, and that would make it even funnier. He'd just get mad about it. We love you, Glenn.
Oh, Nug. Superman, James Gunn's film, is set to film in Cleveland and Cincinnati and will bring more than 3,000 local jobs.
That's exciting.
Woo!
I remember when Marshall came here. It's a fun time to be part
We might have to go up there and watch some filming.
to move up there, get a job.
I'll be an extra. Cast me as a Corn Sweats extra. I'll be the stand-in. Put me in the suit.
That's not how it works.
$11 million in tax credits as well for these cities. Just a great thing for Ohio. I'm really glad that it's going to be local. And, it's really great that, these local towns are going to get this money. It's going to help. And also anything that helps Ohio residents. My parents are Ohio residents.
You should see if they have any big crowd scenes where they have an open call for people.
I'm sure I'll be notified with all the shit I'm set up for now.
I mean, that would be cool to kind of go up there for a day for a big, when they did one of those scenes in We Are Marshall, they had a call.
Right.
They had a call like that.
Right. All right, we're gonna go through some of these other ones for the sake of time. Maxine.
He's cutting the comic book stuff, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
That vampire stuff looked pretty cool. You need to show the image of that group of vampires on the video feed, because that was a cool image.
This one?
I think so, but I think it looked bigger. Yeah, the bigger version. Yeah.
So there is a new comic book series coming out from Marvel that's going to feature vampires that actually have superhero powers. I mean, a lot of times
they look scary, badass vampires.
I mean, they look fucking mean. I like the one that looks like old school Dracula.
Yeah, that's the leader, I think. There's 6
Bloodstorm 1, Cruel.
Thanks, Alexa.
Alexa's trying to work with me. Damascene, Smoke Eater, Unusual, Megrim, and Cruel.
And they all have a unique look to them, too.
Yeah. Like nothing I've seen before. But yeah, it looks very interesting, and I'm into comics. It's called The Blood Coven. And it's coming soon from Marvel Comics. Summer?
Part of the Blood Hunt series or something.
Yeah. The Blood Hunt Saga. May. Hitting shelves this May. So you can check that out. Maxine, the third and final movie in Ty West's X trilogy, finally has a release date.
Finally, it does seem like it's been a bit.
It's been a minute. July 5th, 2024 will be the release date for the new film.
You tried that McDonald's sauce?
Yeah.
Well, there's an ad for it right there. Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
How was it?
It was good.
What are your thoughts? Good?
It was good.
I'll have to,
A little bit hotter than sweet chili.
You mind driving me through there when you take me home today?
You're fucking impossible. Maxine, again, is a really crazy story.
From Ty West and starring Mia Goth.
Nuts.
She's been the star of the whole series, yeah.
Yeah.
The X series.
All right, that'll do it for the news for this week. Let's get over to our events. First up, not Maxine. We just talked about that.
I saw some Curb, too. I was like, oh, is Curb coming?
Curb the Stage Show. AEW Dynamite Rampage is coming to Charleston April 10th, 2024, at the Charleston Coliseum. Showtime is, I guess showtime 7:30.
Finally, AEW's come back to West Virginia.
And me and Christian will be in attendance. I'm sure we'll do some stuff for the show and probably some on-the-scene stuff with some of the AEW fans and maybe have a little bit of fun.
It's I probably won't. I'm excited to go.
I know you are.
I thought about asking Wes.
Oh, God.
I don't know if Green Trunks would be there or not.
That's his favorite. Shorts. Green Shorts. Let me just explain this to people.
Okay.
We went to a wrestling show.
He's not a very famous wrestler.
We went to a wrestling show in 2007 or some shit. It was a WWE house show. One of the superstars was wrestling this random, I think, local guy in green trunks. He had green wrestling trunks.
Yeah.
Wes said, that's my favorite wrestler right there.
Who?
Green trunks.
Who, Wes?
It's green trunks right there.
You're calling that guy green trunks?
Yeah, that guy right there in the green trunks.
Yep.
I don't care what his name is. Anyway, tickets are on sale now. That's April 10th, 2024, as Christian mentioned, the weekend after WrestleMania. Did you see this shit?
Yeah, that's
This looks incredible. There's a company called Creation Entertainment, and they do cool things. One of the things they're doing is something called The Road So Far, The Road Ahead Creation Columbus.
I don't know. Why don't they just call it Supernatural Convention?
I don't know. That's what it is. It's about supernatural. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Jensen Ackles, and
Misha Collins.
Misha Collins is going to be there to discuss and talk about.
And more, dude. There's a ton of people
Is there
gonna
others?
be there. Yeah.
Okay.
They got the Richard Spite Jr.,
Mark Shepard, Ruth Connell,
that guy Rob Benedict.
God.
Yeah, that Gabriel.
Yeah. I
don't know some of them.
That's Mom.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. And it looked like they have all these little events you can sign up for pay to do with these people. Yeah,
DJ Qualls gonna be there.
What was that with the new kid?
There was a point when he was in everything.
Road Trip.
Lisa Berry was the chick that he was in love with, right?
He's DJ Qualls is hosting karaoke there, dude. I think you can party with him and stuff.
That's so funny.
That guy was the Jewish guy with the golem, I think.
What else has he been in?
I don't know.
I've recognized him from other shit. Oh God, the Reaper.
Why does it say photo op with blue cardigan? He's wearing the blue cardigan.
What are you talking about?
That guy right there, photo op.
Which one?
Look.
Oh. I don't know. Anyway,
he's known for wearing the blue cardigan.
If you're a Supernatural fan, this is your heaven on earth. This looks really cool.
Spend some bucks.
You're going to spend some money. It's coming up June 7th through the 9th at the Greater Columbus Convention Center down on North High Street, Columbus, Ohio.
This is when you should try to get us the press passes.
This is the Disney week that I'm leaving for.
Oh, okay.
So I won't be able to do that.
Sweet.
Or I would. Also, we mentioned it last week and the week before, but we got free pro wrestling coming up this coming Saturday in Charleston at the Capitol Market, 800 Smith Street. Meet and greet 3 o'clock, bell time 4 o'clock. Bell time 4 p.m. It's all part of the Regatta Pro Wrestling franchise. Shane Douglas going to be in the house, along with several other local superstars. It's Market Mayhem.
And it's free.
So you should go check it out.
Yeah.
And that will do it for the events and the news of the week.
I'm tired and hungry.
I'm tired and my voice hurts. So we're going to get out of here. As always, join us online. Support us if you can. Podomatic.com, PODOMATIC.com /
we got to do it. I mean, it's part of the job.
/ GeekZip podcast. Also find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, I'm tired.
Give us a like, a subscribe.
Yeah, blah, blah,
share.
blah, blah, blah. You're not going to anyway.
Thumbs it up. Click the thumbs up button. Your clicks means matter.
For Christian, this is Ryan Zip. Have a good week.